Zero likes to play music. Dope. Y'all hear me? What's up? Whoever's there, how's it going? We have not done something like this in a very long time. Ow. I apologize if that was loud. It was me. We ain't sponsored, but you get the gist. It's a red can, okay? Howdy. Sup? Let's see. Thank you. Mods in the chat. Rachel Lunabrush and Sinbad in 4K. Cracking open a cold one with the mods. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? Yeah, they're playing in the background actually. You know what? I got an idea. Yeah, Jack, you got something to say? Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Hi, Sinbad, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, amigo. I know we've been doing a lot of weird things as of lately, but this particular podcast is going to be somewhat interesting, depending on how our poll numbers went. They went relatively well, as expected, really, in terms of everyone's availability. There's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do to change that. Whoever's able to participate can, if they want, if they choose, or they want to see the project from the sidelines. That's good too. There we go. Much better. Ooh. Y'all can hear me over there, right? What's up, people? How's it going? Welcome to the Zero Matter Experiment. I'm your host, Zero Matter, here on today's weird stream alert that I'm sure whoever decides to watch this, either now or later, you're wondering, why the heck did he title it this way? And why is it in regards to Ninjala? It's simple. There's clearly some detachment from a lot of things going on in Ninjala, I will say. It hasn't been easy for Ninjala since the beginning of this particular season, stemming from last season, right? Hasn't been easy. The game has been struggling. Everyone has been feeling it, I'm sure. Again, according to the poll numbers and whatnot. But today we are actually going to try and tackle something a little different in regards to just being a standard podcast and talking about all the problems. We're actually going to try and create something here live with the community if anyone chooses to chime in or whatever. Go ahead, share with the friends, do whatever you got to do. If you want to chime in on this, that's fine. It's going to be me chatting up with the mods as we're trying to kind of create something new for Ninjala, something that hasn't really been done before. At least I haven't seen it done in this manner, and if it has, it was very minimal and it kind of got swept under the rug, you know what I mean? Hold on. So, alright. Rachel, Sinbad, are y'all ready? Gamer Zuzu. Well then. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to be calling in the chat over here. The voices you guys are probably going to be hearing up on the screen here are not the voices inside your head. Unless, of course, your voices inside your head sound like my mods, in which case, I can't help you there. So, bam. Let's see if this works. And for the other mods, I'm assuming Ender, Gregito, Jen, obviously, they're probably going to get this notification, and they chime in whenever they chime in. Hi, Zuzu. Oi. What's up, Zuzu? How's it going? Long time no speak. Hello.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Ender. How's it going?
Fine, actually.
Yeah? You sure you up for this? I know if you have to go, you have to go. I know you're tired.
I'm not tired at all. No, I just sound tired because I woke up at 6 a.m. I've been awake for 12 hours at this point.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry to hear. I mean, if you happen to pass out midstream, I won't hold it against you.
Fair.
But just, please try to alert me that, oh, Zero, I think I'm passing out. Like, okay, go to bed. And that says go to bed.
Yeah,
if I
don't
pass
do
out.
knee stuff. And fall asleep on the mic.
I've done that so many times, it's not even funny.
Oh, Rachel. I got worried that one time. I'm like, Rachel, you good? You alright?
Yeah, I remember specifically we were playing teams a few seasons back, and it was on Shinobi City. And I clearly just fell asleep before the match even even started.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. Sinbad, first of all, tell us, how have you been, man? It's been a long time since I've heard your wonderful voice. I'm sure you've been busy.
Yeah, it's, just fixing up stuff in life. But yeah, I've been doing great.
Nice. For those that don't know, Sinbad amongst everyone else in the mods are they are, I guess, the graphic design team behind the ideas, like for our little characters that we have running around the screen. Definitely not my idea. There's no way in hell I'm taking credit for that whatsoever. I owe it all to my mods for coming up with these ideas because it really helps out everything. Which what we try to envision, we try to be something like a little more up, step above the normal. Just like, all right, we can just do it this way, but then wait, no, we have friends, we got gamer friends here. We can take it a step above. Winter, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's see. I don't know. Rachel or Sinbad, do you remember how to shout out? Please shout out our good friend Winter, if you don't mind.
Uno momento.
You got it. I'm okay. Rough. Sorry, Caps. No, you're fine.
Hi, I'm back.
You're back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, Winter. This is a bit. Hey, thank you so much. You were playing. Please do go follow our good friend Winter Wolf. They were playing. No. We are shouting out our buddies over here. That's what we do over here. We're vibing. Well, this is going to be an interesting one because it's about this particular stream is. We don't do this on occasions, and usually when we get to it, we're either in the middle of doing something else. We get carried away with a topic of conversation, and then that's when one of my mods at least tells us, "Hey, when did this turn into a podcast?" So I figured let's just make it clear. It is a podcast from here to the end of the stream. We don't know how long we're gonna go with this, but today's topic for anyone that's here that's watching from Ninjala is, I guess you can kind of say the games or the state of Ninjala. Let's hold on. I got an idea. Let's go around the table. Rachel, I'm gonna pick you to start first. What is your current feeling in regards to Ninjala now, even know that we have the Attack on Titan collab coming out, or the Attack on Titan collab is already out? I'm sorry.
Well, let's just say this season 12, has been the absolute god-awful worst ever season in the entirety of the game.
Yep.
Oh boy, where do I even start with it?
and again, don't feel afraid like you have to hide anything. At least here, I want them to be as honest as we can, because let's be honest, a lot of us are feeling the same thing in regards to the game, and it's no secret, it really hasn't gotten any better. Correct, Rachel?
No, it hasn't. It really hasn't.
Let's see. I'll ask you this: how since this season began, how long have you? How many hours you can just guesstimate, or rather, how many times have you logged on to Ninjala to just play anything? Could be battle royale, team based, any of the featured battles, collect anything from the battle pass.
Within the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, I haven't really been playing it all that often because I've pretty much finished everything the pass has to offer.
Oh, you finished the battle pass?
Yep, and even the additional missions.
Look at you, you're a trooper. Zuzu, I do like the questions. I will say we will definitely be answering some questions here and there. So I'll answer the first question. You can also turn this into a Q&A, guys. Let's have fun with this. For example, so question: should I buy another TV head? I wouldn't.
Yes.
Oh. To run rampant around the Ninjala community? I mean, sure, you could. So you could always do that. Let's see. So, Sinbad, I'll throw this question your way. Have you even stepped foot in Ninjala? I know you've been very busy, so if you haven't, there's no one's gonna hold that against you. You got life things, you got life goals you got to do. But have you even stepped foot in Ninjala, and what have you seen from Ninjala so far?
Yeah. I've stepped foot at least 2 times in the last week since I've, made a bit of a return-ish. Honestly, just looking at it, and from the season before, this is just a disappointment to come back to. I don't know, I just... we have so much high hopes for them that they can do better, and then they just like, hey, why don't you go fishing now?
I mean, to be fair, we did the community did kind of bring the fishing thing upon themselves, because that was one thing that we have been clamoring to have as a little bit of a mini game for the resort, because the resort has been extremely bland since its release.
Let's see. I will defend it. I will defend it on this case. I will probably go and say, and for the record, again, we have open opinions here. I am not stating anything that my mods say or that I say, especially because, you know, gung-ho ambassador relations, obviously. I'm not saying anything here is, you know, going to be factual. We are just stating how we feel as gamers in regards to the game. We've all been there. Anyone that has played this game from the beginning, we have been asking for a couple things here and there. Yes or no, guys? Like, we've been asking for a couple things here and there, and they still haven't necessarily fixed some of the big problems that is literally plaguing this game right now.
Yep. I do believe there is still a bug in regards to playing with certain friends from certain regions. I do believe that they have still not touched that bug since Season 1.
Oh my god. I only just kind of was aware of that because, you know, at the time we were relatively a lot smaller than where we are now. We barely knew anyone in the beginning of this, you know, but that's a whole different story for another time. We encountered that problem, I think, maybe like I want to say a good 5 seasons in, when that really kind of started to matter to us, when we had like all sorts of people that we wanted to play with, but for some reason every time we try to step into a match we could never connect. And it wasn't until that person disconnected then we were able to get in. But what do you think was the first problem that happened that, oh hey, now we have everything that can work, let's go? What ended up happening most of the time is whenever we try to go into matches online with our friends and that one person, for whatever reason, that could not connect with us, as soon as they disconnected, the Ninjala servers kind of read that as, oh hey, the bug is out, we can send you in, which then turned everything into a 3v4 style, which, you know, for how the game works, it is so unfair, especially when you got the other team over there that is like highly trained, like, I don't know, skilled in the martial arts of like towel sweating and whatnot, and it's just, it becomes an abysmal time when you have, like, you know, I hang out with the casuals and I love them for that, all right, because we like to have fun with the game. We don't really like to take anything too gosh darn seriously. And when they come in and they kind of try to ruin the fun like that, and it's just like, ugh, like, you know, they never got the hint. They always have to win every single time, and that's kind of the reason. That's another problem with the with the clap. Thank you so much. Hey, how's it going? Thank you. So pointing over to my next question, pointing over the same question to one of the longest standing mods that we have here, next to one of our other mods, Froggy and Night Skies. Ender, how are you doing over there?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry if I caught you completely off guard. Were you in the middle of like a thought or something?
No. I'm playing Hollow Knight. I'm trying to beat Sisters of Battle.
Okay. So you do what you can. We'll come back to you on that, okay?
Yeah.
Ultra the God, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. You know what, Rachel? You do a lot here. Sinbad.
You want to do me a solid? My brother, real quick. Hold on.
You want to do us a solid, Sinbad?
Yeah.
Can you give a good shout out to our buddy Ultra the God over there?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, now, let's see. What's a good topic of discussion? I definitely don't want to dive into the whole casuals versus ranked mode, because I got to say this: every podcast that I ever come across, every Ninjala video that's out there, and every other topic of discussion literally eventually gets into that. We're gonna try to steer away from that. I know we have our all opinions about how we all should feel about it, whatever, blah blah blah. It's like it's oversaturated. It's done. It's whatever. What I want to know is the nitty-gritty stuff in terms of game modes. Specifically the problem where, how do you feel about, I'll do this in a solo queue aspect. If you have a team, this might not really affect you, but you, like, you know, let's say you, as one Ninjala user, you go in and you solo queue into a team match, okay? And there's a couple of factors that could be a problem with that. Like, for example, Rachel, what's the longest you've ever stayed in a queue waiting for a team match of Ninjala to start? Simply because one person or two people could not be found to make up a team.
Wow. Like, just in a general sense,
Mm-hmm.
good lord. With the amount of opponents not found I have gotten during one particular season, which was the season that rank started dying and is now completely dead. You cannot change my mind on that.
Let's see. Don't mind me. I'm getting some. I'm getting a pencil so I can write down some notes. So rank season started. Ranked season, whatever we want to call it, started to die. We'll probably stem off of these questions. So I didn't even come across that. Which thank you, by the way. But yeah, what do you think was the longest time you were in stuck in the dojo? I don't know if there's anyone else called it anything else other than that.
Well, let's just say the longest I have been stuck in matchmaking hell in general.
Oh, okay.
Both the game giving ONFs and even trying to find and load me into a loading dojo. You're talking to the bare minimum of 40 minutes to a maximum of an hour.
Oof. Right. Okay. So again, I don't know whoever comes in this. I'll try to explain what my mod is describing. If again you've never heard of this, and again this is more talking point. Ninjala is a little bit on the menu, but again it's going to be a community effort. So I know this is like definitely new, but we are literally hitting things that we know what is wrong here. So my mod Rachel was describing, I'm sorry Rachel, it was ONF, right?
Yes, ONF, opponent not found.
Okay, yes. So ONF is something you're probably going to hear a lot across the community, meaning opponent not found. This is why I have, my mods, because they're pretty good with that, and I'm all over the place with my thoughts. So ONF really means is when the match of Ninjala consists of 8 people, normally, no matter if it's a battle royale or team-based, unless of course they had that feature mode, but we'll get into that later. It's always, no matter what, it has never changed since season, or even the beta, I think. I never got around to the beta, but playing since season 0, season 1, if you will, the game has never, ever tried to change anything in regards to that, which leads to a lot of problems. ONF, yes.
They have fixed it a fair bit, because back in the beta and even season 1, the match would literally not start unless there was a full lobby of players. But if one player should ever disconnect from that match-made lobby, everyone disconnected, because the game would refuse to find another opponent.
Right.
Because it's saying, oh, we found 8 people, but 2 have disconnected, but it's still counted as 8 people being found. Because they disconnected, the whole lobby was just sent back to the main menu.
Oh, jeez. I guess I should have considered myself lucky then. Sinbad, how did you fare in the beginning of all of matchmaking from season 0 of Ninjala, or even the beta? Did you play the beta by any chance, or when did you come in?
No, I had friends that played the beta, but no, I never played the beta. But me, I just had a hard time to find matches sometimes, depending on the time I play, and I've experienced the same amount of wait times as Rachel sometimes.
Like
an
about
hour.
40 minutes to an hour trying to find anything good to satisfy the feeling of, oh, I'm going to play this game finally to get XP, and then when you get there, there's like another waiting line in regards to like getting into the actual match itself.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. So again, the problem...
The problem started when they made... I was gonna say, the problem started when they made the servers to everyone, like, the Japanese server, the American server, the EU server all together.
Right. So for some reason, again, this is all, obviously, if you haven't been here from the first season, this is why it's important, again, that me and I love the fact that my mods have been there from the beginning, because they've experienced it, and I came in every now and again in the beginning, we chimed in whenever we could. But hearing different points of view from people, such as other Ninjala players like yourselves that play this game, Oh, by the way, hey Grakito, how's it going? If you can talk, how's it going, buddy? Let's see. So there's been a lot of things plaguing from the game since the beginning, even now, stuff that just hasn't get done. Looking at some viewer comments over here. Speaking of game modes, where are more mini games or modes at? The latest thing that they installed was probably just the fishing aspect. We definitely need more than just that. I didn't like the fact that fishing became, I mean, if it's supposed to be a mini game, it kind of still somehow in some freakish way, again, my honest opinion, it turned into literally like some type of fishing, like competitive fishing. I'm like, that's a different game in and of itself. You take that to like fishing simulator or whatever. Yo, McCurby Monster, how's it going? Dexter TTV 32. I'm retired from Ninjala. I'll be back in April. You'll be back in April. I'm assuming, is that for the collab guys, like the tournament?
I think the tournament actually, it either starts tonight in 2 hours or next week.
Really, that quickly, all of a sudden?
That quick?
I'm gonna double check that actually because
Yes,
I have
please.
the game loaded up.
Gotcha. What season was it when we couldn't start a match in room battles unless one person left? I want.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want me at least when I started realizing that Zuzu. I think that was like season. I would say season 5, from what I remember, because was it okay? So like other user over here saying like season 7 and 8 is when that really like when it really was like the prolific problem. Aside from Ninjala's got no other game modes going, then that's another big one. It started. It started. On. Oh no. No. I think you mean the collab started this past Wednesday. The tournament.
Yeah, the tournament actually starts next month on the 23rd at 2 a.m. GMT.
Okay.
Which is my time zone.
Okay. So you guys heard that. Definitely check your local listings on when the Attack on Titan Ninjala collaboration tournament begins, because you get to get some cool things or whatever. And that's another thing about the tournaments. Actually, I'll put that down in another talking points as well. Tournaments. And I'll say this, if you play in tournaments, that's fine. Tournaments, since I would say the Demon Slayer collab. Let's say Demon Slayer. Since then, have gotten stale. Okay, so tournaments, when they started to localize more of the tournaments, then they had a tournament like every other 2 weeks, which, okay, sure, I guess, but there really was.
I thought it was monthly.
What's up?
Yeah, it's once a month.
Once a month? Okay. And maybe, I don't know if I was dreaming of the fact that two tournaments overlapped each other within the same month. I don't know. It was kind of like a cloudy time.
No. So far, not a single tournament has overlapped during playtimes.
Sweet. Okay. So the tournaments, in my opinion, as well. I'm also going by off of what I was sensing a lot in the community. So if I'm reading the room wrong, I do apologize. But other than that, everyone collectively was kind of just like another tournament. Like, I think with tournaments, they're supposed to be kind of exciting and whatnot. If it's collaboration tournaments, of course it's going to be relatively exciting. I don't want to just fully 100% assume that a tournament is going to be exciting, because otherwise every tournament would be exciting, but also every tournament would be giving a lot more unique prizes than the standard copy, paste, cookie cutter, repeat sort of thing that Ninjala has been doing for quite a long time now.
Mm-hmm.